There is hyenas at the den, which is fantastic news. It looks like Gwen is sleeping right out in the open. I can just see Gwen. I don't see any sign of the little ones yet. Oh wait, there's a little one there. I'm just going to try and park in a way. Where's this ribbon here? This is Ribbon and Ntima that we've got actually sitting here by the looks of it. Things. Yes, Ribbon and Ntima that are in front of me at the moment. So Gwen is not here that I can see. Maybe she's lying around the corner, but you can see that she's flat and sleeping, and Ntima is still curled up and suckling. So if you thought Ntima wasn't suckling, she still is at this stage. She'll be slowly but surely being weaned off now, but she still is getting milk from the mother. So quite cool to see the hyenas still here and still using this den site. I personally think this is my favorite den site of all the den sites we've had this year so far, and the one off Philemon's is nice, and so is the one off Gallagher's Shortcut, but this particular one is the most scenic of the dens that we have in this area. It's nice and open, and it allows us to be able to get really nice views of the hyenas. Now, if Gwen is here, then the little ones will be around the corner. Unfortunately, where these guys are lying means that I can't go any further than this. I don't want to chase them at all. I want them to rest and relax. I'm sure it's been a long night of patrolling around looking for food, and Ntima, you can see, is busy having a little suckle, and so I don't really want to disturb them at all. I don't want a situation where they have to get up and move just so we can see the others. So we'll just park off here, and hopefully the little ones will be curious enough to try and come around and come and see where we are. But that little one is perfectly positioned for a cold morning, tucked up right against mom, so it's getting not only a bit of body warmth, but it's also getting food and breakfast by being able to suckle. And so it's just perfect, but it's unfortunately getting a little bit too large to lie nicely. You can see it's almost not fitting between the legs now, and so time suckling is going to be very, very, very little now, unfortunately. I think it's going to be weaned off fairly quickly over the next few weeks. Mr. P, you're asking where are other types of hyena species found? Well, here in the Sabi Sands there is recorded case of a brown hyena. So I think it was on Gowrie, Maine, maybe I think Peter Pretorius was the one that saw it, but there was a brown hyena seen. I think it was 2009 or 2000, yeah, somewhere around there. 2009 is when it was seen. So they used to occur quite a lot in the Kruger Park region, but unfortunately they've pretty much disappeared, and it may be competition from all the other predators out here has not been good. But brown hyenas generally in more arid areas, so there are a lot in a reserve called Pilansberg. There's a lot down in the Kalahari area. You see them in that section. There's also aardwolf, which is part of the hyena family, down in the Kalahari sections as well, where it's dry and arid. Then you get a striped hyena. Now, striped hyenas you see in East Africa. So up in Kenya, you do get them. I've seen one in the Savo region of Kenya. I don't know if you get them in the Mara. I don't think so. I can't remember now, but I don't think they occur there. I think they occur more towards the sort of eastern side of Kenya, but there's striped hyenas in that part of the world. And that's it, really. There's no other hyenas that I can think of anywhere else in South Africa, and most definitely not in South Africa. It's just the aardwolf and the spotted and brown hyenas that we get here. Right, well, we're going to sit here for a little bit longer, see if the little cubs come out. And so while we do that, I believe I'm linking to somebody. I have no idea who. I wasn't really paying attention too much. Sorry, Louise. And so hopefully it will be somebody interesting. We are still at the hyena den, and well, not much has changed. It's a sleepy morning, and I suppose the weather conditions are perfect for it to be a sleepy kind of day where people can, well, not people, but hyenas can have a good rest and enjoy the overcast, cool weather, not have to find shade like those 5 cheetah brothers will have to during the day today, unless this, of course, all clears up like it did yesterday, in which case they will have to actively seek some sort of shade, and you'll find probably Ntima goes into the den site itself, into the termite mound, and Ribbon will probably go off somewhere else and go and lie down. Now, there's no sign of the other little ones. I've tried to kind of poke my nose forward a little bit further just so I can see around the side of the termite mound, but there's no sign of them. I can't see any sort of movement there, so I think they must be inside still, or they might be lying with Gwen, but on the other side of the mound itself. But because of where Ribbon and Ntima are, there's no point in really disturbing them any further than what there is, so it's pretty much all right. I believe that the little ones were seen, I think it was yesterday morning that they were seen, or the morning before, I can't remember now, but they were seen, so they are doing fine and they are growing really well, and so there's no real worry as to where they are and what they're actually up to. They're probably just maybe having a little rest in this bad weather that we're having. And I can tell you one thing, that both of these hyenas I don't think have even flicked an ear in the entire time we've been here. They really are fast asleep at the moment. It's nice to see them though. It's always good to have a bit of time with hyenas. I like spending time with hyenas, and maybe it's because they were all down towards where Shadow and Cub and Hosanna was yesterday. We did see 5 different hyenas down that area, and I'm not sure if they were ID'd and who they actually were, but the interesting thing is from there they went north from Treehouse Dam in sort of northwesterly direction. So I'm going to go and check around, I think, in the next couple of days, and go and check that den site off Zoe's Road and just see, maybe, you never know, maybe Pretty or Madam or some of them are around that area, and try and see if maybe there's another den site on Djuma somewhere now that this one is over here. Right, it sounds like Taylor Mack is having the morning of her life and is still enjoying the spots in a tree.